Ever feel like your brain's stuck on a hamster's wheel? You have thoughts spinning about work, relationships, or that awkward thing you said back in 2012. We've got a great exercise to help with this, and that's what we're going to be describing today. Guys, what is up? Once again, I'm Ovid from Algo Alchemy. We help people untangle their minds, starting with therapy, and soon we're going to have apps for everyday mental fitness. Today, I'll show you why your mind feels like it's hijacking your life, and how to gently take back the wheel. A lot of people don't realize this, but your mind's actually got two players. First is what I'm going to call the thought factory, what you used to think is you. It churns out commentary non-stop, things like, did I lock the door? Why am I so bad at this? Is this video even helpful? Then there's the quieter part, the noticer or the observing self. It doesn't think, it doesn't judge, it just sees. It's the part of you that is actually aware of what's happening. Like when you're halfway through a sunset and suddenly you're just there. There's no mental chatter, just beauty. But then the thought factory starts right back up again. Oh, I should post this on Instagram. I hope my crush sees it. Most of us live inside this thought factory, mistaking its noise for who we actually are. Anxious thoughts? I am anxious. Self-doubt? I am a failure. We don't seem to realize that thoughts are just thoughts and instead identify with them a little bit too much. And the question becomes, what would happen if we could step outside this and realize you are not the factory, you are not the individual thoughts, you're the sky that this factory is built under. That's what this Hexaflex exercise does. No, it won't mute your thoughts, but it'll help you stop drowning in them. Imagine sitting in a movie theater, the screens blasting drama, arguments, worries, to-do lists. The noticer isn't the screen or the movie, it's you, the real you, watching from the seats, the observer, seeing it all play out. The Hexaflex teaches you to flip the lights on and go, oh, right, I'm the one holding the popcorn. Everything else, all these thoughts, all these ideas, is just part of the show. It may or may not be true. It's just sounds and noise. Now, here's how it works in real life. Say someone criticizes you. The factory slams out thoughts instantly. Oh, they hate me. Without any awareness, you might yell back at them or you might completely shut down. But with practice, you begin to notice, there's that they hate me story again. That split-second shift. It's such a small thing, but it's a complete game changer. That shift is what enables you to act differently, to make better choices and better decisions, but first you need to be aware of them. Now, guys, full disclosure, when I first tried this exercise, my thought factory went completely wild, like yours might as well. I'd sit down to practice, and my brain would start ranting stuff like, this is dumb, I can't focus. What am I supposed to be doing again? But here's the thing, that's the entire point. Minds make noise, that's what they do. They're problem-solving machines. They just look for constant issues, and they're constantly trying to tell you how to make things better, even if in reality, nothing's wrong. But then what happens is every time you notice the noise, and every time you're able to refocus, say, on your breath, or on the sound of my voice, or whatever it is, you're strengthening that noticer, that observing self, and teaching yourself to disidentify, to diffuse from these thoughts, which could be problematic or might not be. And guys, when boredom or frustration pops up mid-practice, as it often does, that's actually absolutely perfect. It's like spotting dust bunnies under your couch. You gotta see them before you can sweep them. If you're not aware of them, there's nothing you can do about them. To improve mental health, you don't need to meditate for hours like some people do. Instead, you could try a couple small things. For example, while brushing your teeth, and just really begin to notice the flavor of the mint, the bristles, the thought factories, today's gonna suck, or whatever it might be. Or if you're in a tense meeting, just focus on the feeling of your toes, touching the ground, on the sound of the voices. Spot any restlessness you might feel. And again, the thought that might say something like, this meeting could have been an email. And when you catch yourself thinking, I'm messing this up, don't stress. That's the noticer doing his job, seeing the thoughts, but not believing it, not identifying with it. Guys, try the full Hexaflex, it's linked below, I've just posted it. You don't need any expertise. It's just you, some breath, and a front row seat to your Mind's World cinema. It's a little long, admittedly, so feel free to watch just a section or two at a time and come back and watch the rest later. It's not a meditation and it's not a relaxation technique, but you could use it as either of those. It has the same function basically. And just listen to it whenever you're feeling overly absorbed in your mind and you need some perspective. Or listen daily for long-term effects. And guys, if you're into this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. We're all about turning psychology into, oh, that actually works, moments over here. And guys, remember, you're not the chaos on the screen. You're the one who walked into the theater. The movie keeps playing, but you get to decide how long you stay. So that's it for today. All the best, guys. See you next time.